Hey all, DreadBC back again with another fun Magic video with what I would consider to be a tier 2, maybe even a tier 3 deck here. This is a solid Gruul build I've got going here. It's it's quite clear what this deck wants to do. First few turns, it's all about getting mana out. I was originally running the elf. Where is it? I can never remember the names of these cards, I swear. I'm getting old or something. Yeah, I was running these Elvish Rejuvenators. In fact, I was running 4 of them. But then I realized that I could be running something like Grow from the Ashes and just get that much bigger. I haven't really tested it, so this is going to be kind of a learning experience on that. Since the first iteration of this deck, I've also added 1 extra Goreclaw, 2 extra Carnage Tyrants, because against control... Oh my goodness, these are just so ridiculously hard to get rid of. 2 Pelakka Wurms for life gain against the heavy aggro decks if they don't manage to take out my mana dorks early on. Then this guy will generally come in and start to try and seal the game. And of course Ghalta, because if you're not running Ghalta, then you're not going big enough. Ergo, you need to go home. Now, the reason that I'm not running mono green is because I wanted to run a couple of extra things in here. The Charging Monstrosaur is not super duper exciting, but it can turn things around quickly. The Draconic Disciple adds a little bit of extra something or other to worry about late game. If you can get one to sit early on, then they have to answer them or it becomes a much larger, much better creature. Because do you waste a counterspell on the 3-drop when I've got 12 mana open? If you counter the 3-drop, then maybe you're not going to be able to counter the real fatty that's coming next. Also, since the first iteration, I have added Vivien Reid because I've managed to get a couple of her in here. So we can definitely see how this goes. I'm actually only running 24 lands, which, I mean, given how much other stuff is going on here, that might actually be overkill. The other win cons against control: Banefire, because I'm going to have tons of mana most likely, and you know, if I'm putting down if I'm putting down creatures that can't be countered, I might as well be casting enormous spells that can't be countered. And also, let's not kid ourselves, Raymond Swanlin is one of the best artists in Magic. If you've never played the game, or if you haven't played the game until Magic Arena came out, you haven't seen a lot of the stuff that he's done. His name is at the bottom of the card. I suggest you look him up. You'll notice there's a theme to his stuff. You see all the spikes? He does a lot with spikes, and I tell you, it never gets old for some reason. Also, this this newer art for the Rootbound Crag is so good. I actually made it the box art for my deck box up here. But anywho, beyond that, we've got Rabid Bite because, let's face it, our creatures are going to be ginormous, and it can still be fine if you just use it on a Goreclaw and hit something that's not huge. Sarkhan's Unsealing is the other fun one. Casting a creature is all it takes to trigger this. 4, 5, or 6, and I can deal 4 damage to any target. That's control. But if I hit 1, 7 or greater, then I'm dealing 4 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. And let's face it, 7 is not that hard when we're talking about Carnage Tyrants, Pelakka Wurms, Ghaltas. So it was consistent before, but more people have started playing more consistently. More people have started to pack out. Oh God, come on, hit the wrong thing there. More people have started to solidify their decks and get better cards. So let's see how it fares in just a couple of quick plays. I don't want to take it competitive yet, because honestly I have no reason to get that far. Okay, so at the very least, we'll be casting a Carnage Tyrant on turn maybe 5. So yeah, we'll keep this. No reason not to keep this. We do have 1 ramp spell, likely draw another. Oh dear God. Okay, blue-black. What we got going on here? Oh wow, I've never actually seen that card played before. Let him know what he's up against. show him the true colors. I like how this looks like it's the one in the background for that. I could be wrong. Thief of Sanity. That's an issue, but most of the really ugly things in our deck he's not going to be able to cast anyway. He'll get one hit off it, and then I'll Rabid Bite it unless he kills this next turn, which is not unlikely. Let's not kid ourselves. Swing for 2. Get a look-see at what's going on. And let's see what he decides to throw in the graveyard. Okay, 2 lands, so there's no guarantee he even got a spell. I like the sound of that, at least. Well, I mean, we're not going to let him do it twice, are we? No, I don't think we should, because if we draw a land next turn, we'll just Indrik the other one. Or actually, if we draw a land next turn, we'll cast Carnage Tyrant. Oh yeah, go ahead and pop you off right quick. Oh, really? You're worthless. Oh, 1 mana of any color. Okay, good. We'll do this. So, regardless of if we draw a land next turn, it's going to be Carnage Tyrant time. Then he's going to have to kill 2 creatures and make us sacrifice the Tyrant. Price of Fame, okay, that's 1 down. Now we do have to draw that land. Oh, I love the sound of the Surveil. That's so neat. Okay, you get a second hit. Land Druid. Alright. Well, this is where I was saying, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. This is one of those times we're going to actually just go ahead and play it. He has no mana open to counter it. Go ahead and get on in there for 5. Not much else to do. We are 100% tippity tapped out. Really mad that we haven't hit that land drop. Okay. If he's going to use it on that, fine. Perfect. I'm fine with this. We'll slow another land Druid. Okay. Alright, now we're okay. We're banging on all cylinders now, ladies and germs. Counter me. God, I love that. Alright, here we go. I don't even have to pass turn. The game knows. I'm just turning it over to you. He appears to also be short on lands. He has not gotten... I have missed a couple of drops and he's still at 4. Okay, he got Goreclaw. Alright. So he's going to leave back Goreclaw in hopes to... What is he doing? I mean, obviously he's not going to block. I mean, he may block, but he's not going to stop anything. So... next turn I still think we just Indrik to stop this Thief of Sanity nonsense, and then well, we attack in, see if he blocks with Goreclaw. Oh, he definitely got a spell that time. Okay, well, that's whatever. Oh hell, Ghalta is only 5? We may not even play the Indrik. He has no tricks, so... First things first... Okay, let me turn this guy sideways. You know that's happening. That is what this deck is meant to do. This is gonna happen. You cannot stop it. Okay, so the question is, do we play the Ghalta or do we end this? Nope, go big. And that thing about going big and or going home, we're choosing big. You can kill the Ghalta. I just wanted you to know I had him. You got 1 turn to deal 12 damage. If I know anything about Dimir, it's that it's not going to be doing that. Even stealing my green spells, which, by the way, he's now closer. Okay, there we go. Pelakka Wurm. A good little combo. He stole the Goreclaw and Pelakka Wurm. Yeah, now we're just going to have to Indrik the Goreclaw and swing in for boatloads. He can trade the Tyrant for that and maybe kill it, but or do we? I think we just swing for 12, kill the Pelakka Wurm, we lose Ghalta, and then when he tries to crack back, nah, I'll just do this. Let him fight. Now we swing in for 12. Does he block or take it all? Okay. I just didn't want to lose Carnage Tyrant yet, because next turn if he draws a kill spell, then he's sitting in real good position. Whereas, he's definitely not going to be killing me this turn, and I'm going to be gaining 7 life, which is going to put him up against the... he's going to have to start casting spells. He's probably going to start casting more of my spells. I maybe should have killed that Thief of Sanity. That's okay. If I don't play Pelakka Wurm this turn, I'm going to kill that Thief of Sanity when he goes to swing. But I don't think it's going to matter, because if he doesn't play something huge right now, Ghalta and the Carnage Tyrant are just going to get in there like swimwear and ruin his whole day. Okay, Disciple is not exactly exciting, nor is that. Alright, so we're swinging for 19. You can block 2 for 11. Not enough. Turn him sideways. Oh, sorry, alarm. I don't think this is going to work the way you want it to. I'm certain it's not going to work the way you want it to. Here it comes. Here it comes. God, that feels so good. Oh, the sounds are so nice. Oh, man. Oh, I've said it before, I'll say it again. They ruined this game with dinosaurs. That was good. Letting the Thief of Sanity steal our stuff and we just did not care. Hello, Nissa. How are you? Keepable. I mean, again, we drew no ramp, but, the odds of us not drawing any within the next couple of turns are fairly slim. I mean, in theory, against most decks, all we have to do is survive until turn 6 anyway, or until 6 mana anyway. Oh, come on, seriously, 2 Banefires, really? The art's good and all, but that doesn't mean I want to be holding 2 of them on turn 2. Oh, jeez. Well, if he doesn't counter or kill Goreclaw, it's going to be good for me. This can kill a Drake, if he's playing Drakes. He's probably just holding up counter spells. Oh yeah, I'm betting he is. I'm not going to cast him. I'm going to wait until he taps out for a Drake. Then I'm going to play Goreclaw and make him kill it. This would be the turn he does it. Crackle? No, he'd do it next turn, I'm sorry. Okay. You gotta make sure he holds that blue mana open for all those, for things like Plummet that people run main deck. You know? At this point, if I draw a land, I'm casting Tyrant anyway. Let's get that counterspell out of hand. Go ahead and hit the pass turn button because you know what's coming. It's like a 0% chance he doesn't counter this. Oh my goodness gracious. Maybe I missed a decimal point in there, but okay, this is going to be a lightning striker. Oh, double shot. Okay, a 2 for 1. I'll allow it. We got 2 cards out of... Okay, so he wanted to do that so his Drake will actually have some pain with it. Yeah, okay. And of course he's leaving up the blue mana in case I decide somehow to kill it, so... well, most unfortunate that we still have yet to draw a red mana. But if we do, we can kill it, no problem. We cannot stop it. Oh no, I'm sorry, he can stop it with Dive Down because it makes it hexproof. That's the only way to counter it. Okay. Goodness gracious. "24 lands and like 12 ramp spells, and we have not drawn but 1, and it costs the red mana we don't have, and it's a creature. So even if we did it next turn, it would be useless. If we draw the mountain, we're fine. Sorta. We're sorta fine. Okay. Now we're pretty well in the hose here. And by that I mean we're getting hosed. Right. Okay. Whatever. Well... 3, 4, he swings back for 7, 10. Okay. If he swings back for 10... this game is essentially over with. So I've got to do this now. He's going to dive down one of his dudes. Might do the top one, get the dive down out of his hand. Okay. Oh, wait, lightning strike? Hang on a second now. What is he doing? Wait a minute. Okay, that did not go as expected at all. Okay, that did. Without Sarkhans, I don't think I'm going to win this. I have missed so much mana. Yeah, we got nothing. If I had any of my mana rampers, even if he had tried to kill them, if I had any of my mana rampers, I could have played stuff cheaper and used Rabid Bite. But yeah, that was just awful. I thought for sure that I'd draw something, but apparently that is just not in the cards. Zemulako. Okay, turn 1 Llanowar, turn 2 Disciple. That... and 2 Sarkhan's Unsealing? This deck is now officially doing what it wants to do, except that I'm going to pass turn over. He's going to play a black card and like... or he's going to play a... oh my goodness, he's playing green. I don't know how to handle this. I'm actually like at a loss for words right now. So next turn we hit Sarkhan's Unsealing, Timber Gorge. And we've got 2 copies of it in case Mr. I Run Green over there decides to kill target enchantment. Oh god. Get into 2, another mountain. Oh, this is going to hurt really bad if I actually draw something fat to play. All I have to do is cast it to deal 4 damage to his face. Okay, I don't care about that very much. I also don't care about that very much. So, in my near future comes a Vinewood Armor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so next turn I can make a 5/5. But this guy is going to get huge, so I'm going to leave back my blockers. Okay, Vigilant Baloth is not terrifying. And that is not a good idea. Do I make... no, we don't even worry about the blocker, because I don't want that guy to be unkillable. Wait, he can deal 5. Let's have him do it here. That was... I don't think that was the play he wanted. Those guys are supposed to be pumped because I can't target them. Okay, that was what this was supposed to do, except it also did nothing. It ramped! With all the creatures that I had to play. This deck, it does one of 2 things. It either ramps really hard and plays nothing, or gets everything and doesn't ramp. Okay, we got Vivien's to go deep. We'll have a Vivien on turn, was that 3? It'll be turn 3 if we draw any land. Kill it. Nope, okay. Doesn't kill it. And we play Druid of the Cowl. I don't think we're going to attack. This thing has first strike. That's bad. Knight of Grace. Oh dear, this is knights. Black-white knights. Okay. Well, this is where we definitely need to see Sarkhans. Okay, that's a start.
Let's see if you're worthy.
Stop that in a heartbeat. I don't care. She's gonna die. That's gonna save me some life. This basically said, gain 2 life, destroy target enchantment for 5. There are better ways to use your turn, but not against History of Benalia. Okay, I can deal with this.
Okay,
gotta hit me first,
so you've
huh?
got claws.
First strike, life. Was that thing or any equipment? Okay, his stuff costs less to cast. Fine. Okay. She's gonna die again, but we need to start digging.
I will meet my newest friend.
Oh, God. Why? Hate you. Well, might as well grab this one since it's going to not do anything this turn anyway. Alright. So, he's probably going to attack Vivien, which is okay. It means that, you know, we've officially gained 6 more life. Good. Okay, so we've gained 8 life. We would be at 10 right now if he wasn't attacking Vivien. Okay, what else you got? You know there's something. I mean, come on. From what I read, this was an old tier 1 deck? Okay, that's bad, but let's do this. Then I suppose these are 2 different things with vigilance on them. But he has first strike. So I think Rabid Bite, the first striker. Then we play Llanowar. And we really, really hope to draw something huge. Well, we really hope he misplays and says destroy all creatures. Because that would be hilarious. You're getting in there, man. I don't think I'm going to block anything here. Actually, yes I am. Actually, no I'm not. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we need 7 to use her ability. So, okay, we just passed turn because we are getting a little bit beef starved, not drawing any of our large stuff. We might be able to eat that 4/4 though, so that'll be nice. Nope, he's going to try and kill it. Can't attack or block. Well, that's fine. So now do you have the removal spell for the dragon? Yep, you do. Okay. Well, he was targeting it. Maybe he does. Got the 4-cost enchantment removal spell or another one of the luminous pawns? Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. We'll get that out there yesterday. And then we're going to kill Your Paragon. Yes, yes, I know it's beautiful. Rabid Bite. Skadoosh. Unless you got some way to pump her. Wow, get in there. And you know what? No. What are y'all doing, dumbasses? Seal away? Tell me you got seal away. Okay, settle the record. I can deal with that. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and search my library for basic land cards. Let's go and get another red. And then, yeah, we'll play the Druid. Hand's empty. Play as though my hand is empty because my hand is empty. However, sir, let it be known that if I draw one of my fatties and you have dumped your hand, I'm going to dump on what you dumped. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. So now you have to play around the fact that I could be holding something awesome. And that's not scary at all to me. Unfortunately, that's not going to be scary at all to him. Well, this is kind of where I wish we had our Viviens still, but we had to use them. We'd be at 2 right now if we hadn't gained that 8 life, essentially. Alright, you guys are just vigilance. I'm guessing you got a pump spell, but you know what? We got enough out here. First strike, vigilance, lifelink. Yeah, we're just going to double block here, too. You want to kill all my Llanowars, buddy? You are more than welcome to, but you are not killing both of my Druids. Well, that's a fine trade. Jesus. No attacks. I wanted him to think I still have a trick. History of Benalia. Okay. So that's going to be an issue if we decide to not... Well, what? No, this cannot be what you want to do. Okay. Well, that's good news. Get in there. Nope. Nope. I don't want them tapped in the event that he decides to remove one of them from the game. Does he attack with that 2/2 or does he wait until next turn? Double strike. Ew, God! He's gonna be really mean. Creatures you control with first strike have double strike too. Well, kill him. Fight him. Yeah, take action. And then, next to combat, swing for 5. End turn. Now we wasted his history, because if he swings in, I'm just going to block. Oh man, that's going to hurt so bad. That Sarkhan is just wrecking his couch. What? Yeah, I don't think he was going to block anyway. But hell, now I might just take the 4. Nah, I'll throw this guy up there. Gotta have some pressure on the board still. Grow from Ashes. Here's what we'll do. We'll cast this with Kicker. We will get Mountain Forest because it matters. We will go to attackers. Turn this guy sideways. Get in there for 4 and leave back our Druid to save our lives in the event that he gives this guy +6/+6 in first strike or something. Alright. Oh, there it is. Oh, do I be a dick and say good game? No, this is what we do. Let's enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. Scoop phase. Here comes the exploding Jaya. Play the card out. Oh, does he have a kill spell for Ghalta? Awesome. Well, let's do this in best fashion. Go face. All right. Well, that was 30 minutes, including intro. We got a reward. It's not rare. Oh, wow. I don't think I'm going to play that in anything, really. I might build some sort of artifact with artifact deck with Karn and Tezzeret, and I could throw a couple of these. I pulled a Weatherlight earlier, so that was kind of neat, just because of lore and whatnot. But anywho, yeah, 30 minutes. I think that's good for this video. That was Gruul Power. Just a couple of things that I do want to look at. I'm thinking this really would love to have a third Sarkhan's Unsealing, maybe even a fourth, because it's so good for the deck. And maybe drop a couple of the other small stuff and put in a couple of more large stuffs. I don't know. I think I've just been getting unlucky because we've got 7 ways to trigger the big ability and another 6 ways to trigger the other ability. I mean, with 13 ways to trigger that, you'd think we'd have seen that more often, but I don't know. I think I like it sort of the way it is, although I do think a third Sarkhan's Unsealing would just be that much better. So what would I cut for that? Probably a Grow from the Ashes, or maybe one of these Disciples. The Disciples are a little bit clunky. I like them because they have the ability to add a flyer in there, but I don't know. What this deck really tends to struggle against is hard aggro, which means you would need to you might even want to throw in a couple of the AoE burn spells that red has. For the life of me, I can never remember the names of them. But yeah, the one that's 2 damage to all non-pirates, since they're not really a super common tribal right now. I've got it in here. I swear I had one. I could be wrong. I don't know. Might even splash white in this and run the one that you can... Oh my goodness. Clarion. There we go. That might actually be an idea. Run Naya Giants. Ooh, if I run Naya Giants, I can go... Don't I have that enormous guy that's the Naya Dragon? No, I actually didn't pull him. Darn. What other stuff could I run if I ran the Naya Fatties? That would bring in white creatures, but I don't have any white creatures that are just ridiculously enormous. Although World Soul Colossus... Wait a second, okay. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 7 or greater, that would actually be considered a 0, I think. It would, because it's a... Okay, so that's a 0 power. No matter how much I casted that for, it would not trigger it. So that would be dumb. 4 power would trigger it once, and that's kind of a weird ability. Yeah, so I think red-green is okay for now. If I happen to pull the Zetalpa... Is that what his name is? Zetalpa? Zakama. This one. Oh my god. That absolutely gorgeous creature. If I'm not mistaken, that's the... Jamie Jones who did that is the same one who did the original Progenitus, which is why they kind of look similar. You've got this creature that's so huge, it's actually fading into the clouds a little bit in the background. But, yeah, that would be a lot of fun to get him in there. And hell, while we're at it, let's just add this as well. Jeez, 7/6 Vigilance, Trample, Haste. And then, well, hell, let's throw in Palladium Moors, the Ruiner. Oh, for those still watching, even though this is the boring part, you notice that flavor text at the bottom? Palladium Moors is the sister of Nicol Bolas, survivor of the Elder Dragon War, the most vicious of her kin. So Nicol Bolas is bad, but even she is more vicious. Okay, we're going to call it there, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I will possibly do some tweaking to this deck, and I might upload another one. If I do, y'all will definitely see it. Enjoy yourselves.